Welcome back. We'll continue the conversation. Are the palliatives proposed by the federal government feasible? Ayodele, Adewale, and Taufik Gani are in the studio. So the question that Aspen asked was, this palliatives, or I mean the subsidy, the Minister of State says it was 200 billion. That's what we saved from removing the subsidy. And the federal government proposed palliatives worth about 500 billion. Where is this going to come from?
Now, they are saving 200 billion from the subsidy funds. That is kept aside. Remember, they are also going to borrow some money from the capital market. We are also going to generate more money from taxes and some other sundries. The fact that 200 billion has been saved is an added value to what is on ground. Remember that the EFCC has also helped us to get more money, more funds, which the president has said is going to announce by May 29th. So all of these variables put together presupposes that we're going to have enough funds for this palliative and other sundries of development for the Nigerian people and the Nigerian state. That is why I've said we have 4 quarters in a year to monitor the operation of this budget. Let Labour just stand down for 2 quarters. Let us monitor the workings of this budget and how it will be implemented. Everybody becomes a watchdog, and we help government to succeed. Because what we need fundamentally in this country is human capital. If you can develop the human capital appropriately, it will catalyze all other forms of development in the country. We can also export our human capital in order to get the foreign earnings that we desire.
Okay, Gani, he said something which you missed out, and I think I want you to respond to that. He said, your government, I mean your party, had been in leadership for a long time and did not build the infrastructure, did not manage its resources well. If you had done that, then this wouldn't have become a need.
That's not true. That's not true. Of course, you will know that we inherited the bad government the military gave to us. I mean, one of our own leaders, Obasanjo then, I mean, gave to us democracy in 1979, even as a military president, and you saw what he did as a Democrat. But the Ethiopian president was actually the one that actually truncated democracy in 1983 and put us 25 years back. You understand? So, but we came, the PDP came and took control of the mess that we had in the government and then in the country, and then we started a lot of infrastructure development, a lot of, first, you must give it to us that we were able to sustain democracy for 16 years. Now it is at risk now. The country is worse divided now against itself. Now, we also brought in such infrastructure like telecommunication. You will not take it from us, whether you like Jonathan or you hate him. He revived railways. So funny that even a minister who was governor in Rivers State came in and said he never knew that railway could walk from Kano to this. We of course, you know about the Lagos-Ibadan road. Go to north, you have very good roads in the north. But you know, even within the serious militarized opposition that this present party gave to us, since there are various names of AD and the same thing, understand? I mean, the PDP was still able to galvanize itself, the little it could, and gave Nigerians the much. Now, we attempted to get some loans. They went. There were protests in all the embassies all over the world. Don't give them. They want to use it for election. We attempted to buy arsenals and the rest to fight Boko Haram. Don't give them. They want to sell to them. They want to use it to commit genocide. You understand? So many other things like that. These same APC governments had governors who took Jonathan's administration to court when we wanted to save enough money. You understand? By Okonjo-Iweala, the sovereign went from, they took the country to court and said that no, they should not. You understand? Now, the little money that we still forced ourselves, the PDP, to save was what these same APC governors came in, first and foremost, to collect as bailout. Upon collecting the bailout, they have not been able to pay the salaries. Now, that is why we say that nobody can trust the APC to give us any palliative. Because this last administration, the last administration of Jonathan, did something similar to it in Shopee. Even though they did not allow him to get enough money that would have pushed us higher than where we are now. Now, the Shopee money was distributed amongst all the states. Up till as I talk, Governor Fashola has not admitted. I said it several times, even during the campaigns. They have not admitted that they collected a kobo. This is the type of thing that we expect that General Buhari, fighting corruption, should also look into. Because these were the monies collected and everything they used to campaign for him, and then they said that PDP stole money to as if it was only PDP that used money in conducting that election. You understand? So there is no confidence. There is already a betrayal of trust. The way and manner the APC has run the government in the last 11 months, for us to believe that they can give us any palliative. There is no palliative. What they are doing now is to get enough money for 2019. By 2019, the worst will happen.
Hold on. Just 1 year into government, he says you're planning for 2019.
Very well.
Well, it's a pity that many of us are not accident of history. And even if he wants to rewrite the Nigerian history, he should understand that a lot of people followed it. General Buhari was not. Please, Gani, I kept quiet while you were speaking. General Buhari was not part of the coup d'etat in 1983. He was only invited to stabilize government. And of course, we all know what happened at the election of 1983. We knew what happened in 1979, the two-third majority thing. Chief Obafemi Awolowo of blessed memory won both elections. And if Awo was allowed to govern Nigeria, I can assure you, we're better off than Singapore today. Moving away from that, the issue of the railway thing, the railway was functioning. Yes, it was not functioning all over Nigeria.
Okay, so you admit that we revived it.
He did not revive the railway. The railway was functioning haphazardly. And when you even say you revived the railway, I remember I watched it on your channel when Chief Donyo Kukwe was asked, why did they buy those obsolete coaches for us? And he said Nigeria and Nigerians cannot afford the modern coach.
Of course, because of the money
that is being sold. But I want to tell you that the money that have been traced to Dasuki alone, part of that money would have bought the B-BAT plane for our defense ministry. That money also would have bought better coaches for all of our railway services. That money also would have built the railway lines. That money also would have built our roads. That money would have funded education to the extent that every student will at least have 2 in a room, self-contained with toilets, to the extent that no student will pay a farthing to go to tertiary institution. All of the money stolen. The $20 billion. Remember Greece barely borrowed about $18 billion. And the whole world was trying to save Greece. If $20 billion was channeled to our economy directly, without corruption, we will not be where we are today. They got a lot of money while they were there. Monies were written off for us. Some loans were paid. They got a lot of savings. The whole of the country came to support Mr. Jonathan when he was almost denied to come into office after the death of the former president. We gave all the support, but they squandered it. They squandered the money, they squandered the trust, and they squandered the integrity of this country. And that is what the president is building again. He's building a new Nigeria for Nigerians and for the whole world. Nigeria can survive on its own without external support, only if we can remove corruption from our fabrics. And Gani should agree with me that you and I are not happy where this country is. We know how we fought against the Abacha regime in order to put this government in place. We know how many times we were on the road, you and I. You know how many times we were on the road. When we went with Mrs. Onitiri Abiola
today remains the Abacha regime. This president was part of that administration. And we are coming here to tell Nigerians, misinform the world, that this president was not part of the 1983
Abiola program.
Was not part of the 1983 coup d'etat.
Things that will bail us out.
No, we're supposed to inform people here. We don't come here to come and talk like
we're not grandstanding. We're not
All right, gentlemen.
I'm only saying, regardless of the fact that you are seated on that side, does not mean that you should skew reality.
Okay.
You should be realistic. You should be realistic that this government is practical. You should be realistic that this government is moving forward.
All right, gentlemen.
You should be realistic that this government is creating a new image for the Nigerian state.
All right, thank you. Okay, so it's feasible. At least both of you agreed that the palliatives are feasible.
Ordinarily.
Hold on. Both of you agreed
that we should work to make it work.
They are, you
No, but
want to
we
get to
cannot
Okay.
trust it in your own hands. Just like you did not believe in PDP, that was why you sponsored. They were getting like over 20 million naira every day to sponsor the people who were at Ojota, musicians, all of them came up. And he also mentioned the issue of PDP. He reiterated it again. The PDP spending much in the election, stealing much. Let me also tell you that you just served as council chairman. This light rail project passed through your local government. Governor Fashola, I read, said he was going to build that light rail project with 200 billion naira. That light rail project has now been declared to be worth over 1 point something trillion. As you can Google now, we will get it. I think 1.1 or 1.2. Now, where is the surplus? Where is the surplus? Nobody is talking about that.
Okay.
It means that was also planned, and that money is well over.
That is not correct.
Okay.
That is not correct.
Alright.
That fact is not correct.
But it is true.
It is not correct.
It is true, and I don't
It is not
expect you to
correct.
admit
It is a
you will
lie.
deny it.
It is a lie. I won't deny it.
You will deny
it. It is a lie.
Now, another thing.
I will
Another thing.
never
Let me
accept
say
a
another
lie.
one.
That is a lie.
Hold on.
That is a lie.
Okay. Can you respond to that so that we can move on?
It is
Because
not
we
a
need
lie.
to look at, let's look at that cost thing. Is it true?
The costing is wrong.
It is true.
It is a
Hold
lie.
on now. You said it.
The
So let
costing
him
is wrong.
respond. So what is the
The
cost?
costing is wrong.
So what's the
I
cost?
cannot vividly give you the cost as I
Oh.
sit here, but the costing is not. It's not
Okay.
that what you
All
have
right.
said.
So
Okay.
we are not in
All
a
right.
position
Okay.
I will
All
not
right.
speak out of facts.
Okay, gentlemen.
He's not speaking with
Gentlemen,
facts.
let's come back here. So the feasibility of this palliative is what we need to look at now.
Very well.
And the sustainability.
Yes.
Engagement of unemployed graduates.
Yes.
500,000
To start with.
to start with. There'll be 25,000 to 30,000, right? No,
Paid.
they'll pay 25,000
Yeah.
to 30,000. And then they will be retrained, right?
Definitely.
And then spread.
Yeah.
So besides them being paid 25,000 to 30,000, there will be a cost to their retraining.
Those are stipend. They'll be giving stipend
no,
while you're
no.
training them.
Okay, all right.
This
Hold
is
on,
not
hold
good,
on,
man.
hold on.
Under
It is a
PDP, that
noble-
was you win.
It is a